A means what? So build an application. We're gonna be build an application to perform a task its own without any human interaction. Is nothing but what exactly AI. But AI is a classified two types. One is discriminative AI, generative AI. Okay, tell me what exactly discriminative as we discussed in the last session. So it is not creating any new content. It is not creating any new content. It analyzes an existing data. We train that an existing data. We're going to be taking a decision only based on training the machines by using algorithms like linear regression, logical regression, decision tree. By using these algorithms, we're gonna be train the models, means machines, and based on the training, if we give an input, if we give any input, based on that input, it will give an output. The output might be decision only, whether it is say yes or no kind of thing only. I got it very clearly. For example, let's say maybe it is a healthcare, maybe it is it is maybe medical, is the healthcare maybe. For example, it is a disease prediction. So we are uploading input as a reports, whatever the inputs we are uploading, based on input. So the reports, whether this person will get a diabetic or not, it will be predicted by this model, this system, this AI system. It is just a say yes or no, whether he may get, may not be get some, but he will be predict. Based on that, his maybe health may be improved. He can food, whatever may he can able to plan. The same way, image catalog, as we discussed in the last session. Maybe we're training these machines with huge images, like lakhs of images we are going to be trying, maybe more than 50K plus images. We're going to be trying these models, AI systems. After training, if you upload any image, if you upload any image, so by uploading this image, whether it is a female or male, we can able to get a decision. We can able to get a decision based on uploading image after training this model systems based on image. Maybe for example, let's say we are uploaded images like that. Maybe it is a female, maybe it is a female, it is maybe male, it might be female, it might be male. Okay, so based on this training, so tuning, whatever that retraining or training, okay, so whatever image we are uploaded, the output might be female or male. It is only taking a decisions only. Maybe for example, another example I'm going to be giving, fraud detection. So in a banking sector, fraud detection, if you are apply any law, okay, whether it is fraud or not, so it is a lot of loan back past data is trained by this AI systems machines. Huge loads of past previous data loaded. If it is a new application, and whether we can able to approve or not approve this loan or reject the loan, the manager can able to take a decision. It's not take it blindly. So based on the past data only, these models can able to take a decisions. Clear? It is a discriminative. Whatever the input, the output will be get it. That's it. Based on the past data. But these systems are not generating any new content. But if you go for generative AI means what? So the same thing. Here also in the systems also they're going to be trying this with the data, past data, maybe images, text, videos or audio, anything. Anything it will be train this model, train this AI systems. Based on the training, it can be generated content. It might be text, it might be audio, it might be code or anything. So for example, you want to generate text, definitely we can out of the training. Image generation, code generation, music, video, everything we can able to generate. Whatever maybe we can. Okay, here also training, but it is a maybe training same thing here is also images. For example, let's say maybe it is maybe female, It is we trained with what exactly? Female, maybe age at 25, maybe India. Maybe this image may be male, maybe 35, maybe US. Maybe this image may be, for example, 40 male, maybe from South Africa, whatever maybe. We're training like that. Different kinds of data we train this AI system. Once if it is trained, okay. So whatever the prompt might be, I want to generate a new image with a female age 25. It will be generated new content. It will be generated new content. Whatever the input as a prompt, whatever the question we are asking, whatever that, based on the trained systems, the output will be generated a new image, new content, new images, new text, new images. Maybe for example, let's say Chat GPT is an example. We can go for Chat GTP, and if you want to ask any question, if you want to generate any new image, definitely it will be generated. Definitely, it will be generate. So what we have discussed, guys, please tell me. So A is a two types, discriminative and generative. Discriminative means what? Based on the input and output will be whether it will be yes or no question. Maybe like a judge, whether it is case is true or false, maybe it is what is the sentence. It will judge. It is a decision making. Like a bank manager can a decision making. Like say yes or no based on this model. These models, this AI system, this discriminate AI system can help to whether reject a loan or approve the loan. It will help to manage this banking. Got it. And if we train the model like animals, like a, whether it is a cat, if we upload image, whether it is a cat image or dog image or horse image, or we can able to get it. Whether it is say yes or no, what kind of image, that's it. So we can able to difference between of data or approvals and rejections on and based on the training of algorithms. Okay, so we are understand discriminative and what is a generative. But so we should understand what is the major difference between nowadays training is agentic AI. I mean, everybody talking about generative AI, agentic AI, and AI agents. So a lot of people are buzzwords. These are all the buzzwords in the market. But this agentic AI or generative AI agents, these are all newly introduced. Maybe it is generative AI is in 2023. It is agentic AI is from start from 24, 25. It is a very recently uh, evaluating. Still, it is evaluating more coming future. It is going to be vast. It is going to be more thing will be happen. We need to ready to upgrade definitely. But we should understand right now, but in this slide by using this slide, what is generative AI? What is agentic AI? What is agents? What are the major difference between these three? Let us try to understand first. Okay, first let us talk about agentic. First, sorry. First, let us go for with generative AI. Sir, what is a generative AI? Means generative AI is react to. Everybody know about LLM, am I right? Large language models. Here is he talking about terminology called large models, long image models. We have a different types of models we have. These models are providing by OpenAI, like ChatGPT, Llama, Gemini, Cloud Anthropic is providing Claude. So these are all LLM models. These are all current running popular. So many models are maybe lakhs of more than 10 lakhs models are available publicly. It is some of the free, some of the paid, but very popular models are OpenAI. Llama, Gemini, Cloud, these are all the most popular. That's what I'm writing here. But so we can't write all the models. So many models we have. But let us try to understand how you don't worry. I'll make you understand LLM. What is an LLM in coming future, coming sessions. So in depth, we're going to be discussing. So from the scratch, we're going to be discussing very fundamental way we're going to be discussing. But everybody know about it. Open AI, Chat GPT, Open Llama, Gemini, Crowd. These are all LLM models. Means what? Large language models. First, what exactly it is a huge data, whatever data, we have billions of paragraphs of data. We need to train these LLM models. We need to train these LLM models. These models, AI models will be trained, retrained, fine-tuned, these LLM models. Once if it is trained this model, if we give a input, if we give a input, based on the input, this LLM models will react and generate a new content. The content might be image, the content might be text, the content might be video, the content might be anything. Understood very clearly what is a generative AI? So once it is generate, once if it is LLM models are trained with the billions of paragraphs of data or images, whatever may be used data, based on that, these LLM models will generate a new content. That might be image, that might be text, that might be video or audio or anything like a chat GPT. If you go for chat GPT asking, sir, what is in AI? What is generative AI? It will be text or not. Maybe if you want to generate a image, I want to a nice lawn, forest background house, definitely it will be generated nice images, not required a painter and graphical designers, not required here onwards. Everybody's, it's gonna be outdated. Yeah, definitely it will be it will be uh, more more thing will be happen in future. But the concept is what is generative AI? So so based on the prompt, after successfully trained the use data, and it will be generated new content. Okay. This is what exactly generative AI. It is react to. It is a react to. But what about agents? What about agents? Guys, please, I'm going to be clarify. Generative concept we're going to be discussing. Don't worry, encoding, decoding, chunking, embedding, generic embedding, positional embedding, so Terraform architecture, so some research papers, all you need, attention need. So these are all the papers we're going to be discussing. Don't worry. But however it is today, just basic understanding. I don't make you understand everything in a single session, but just basic understanding you. But please be make it. What are the difference between agentic AI and agents? Let us go for to understand, please. Okay. So let us talk about right now agentic AI. Sir, what is in exactly agentic AI? Okay. Sorry, please move forward. First, you need to understand AI agent. AI agent is a act two. Act two. What is in exactly? So based on input, it will perform a specific task. It will perform a specific task or action. That is a major difference. So please observe the workflow, whatever I'm trying to tell you. See, so so based on generative means what? New content. But what is the generative AI? Based on the training, fine-tuning, retraining, that existing training, the new content will be generated. It is a react to what is the prompt, and it will be react with a new content. That's it. But agent is not like that. It is a completed task. We can able to do task. We can able to do an action. Maybe I want to send an email to my students, all the my students, this batch students, maybe 7 MB students. I want to send an email. Yeah, definitely I can able to take a help of agent. Today there is no class. I want to send a WhatsApp message automatically. I want to track who are all the mails are spam. I want to have an emails in Excel. So go to the document, read from Google document, Google Sheet. From there itself, it pick up the emails and send to the emails to the automatically to the, all my students. Definitely, it will be. It is an action. Okay, it is not a reactive. It is an action. So okay, let me explain this. What is an exactly AI is? So for example, same thing. Here also same thing. We are gonna be LLM models. LLM models. It is already pre-trained. It is already ChatGPT means what? Generative pre-trained model. Generative pre-trained transformer. Means what? It is already trained. Okay. If you are starting agentic AI, it is no need to worry about training the models. It is already done. So no, we are not worrying about LLM. Means large language models are already trained. It is a trained already. These models already trained. And if you want to do this scratch, it is not, we can't able to bear because of it, the huge data uh, training. It may be internally using huge GPUs. We can't able to, companies can't able to afford this amount. That's what we're gonna be using an existing models like OpenAI. We're gonna be creating a key. We can communicate with the help of the key, API keys, and whatever task we can able to perform. While performing a task is, but these models are pre-trained and existing basic standardized of training only. But so according our data, maybe our company data, our own data, how exactly we can. So for example, I want to create as an agent in my company, but can able to retrain the models? No, not required. If it is trained, it is a use cost, not required. Just we need to integrate with an external tools, external sources, external data. In this data we are responsible, so we are not training anything on the LLM models, not required. Here onwards everything is ready, everything is pre-trained, it is not required, but we are taking care of this one. So just we need to provide the sources from where exactly these LLM models can able to pick up the data from data, maybe PDF document, Excel, or databases, whatever maybe, whatever data we're going to be storing into the. So lot of sources we have, not only structural data, unstructural data, semi-structural data. Maybe, for example, tabular data calling as a structural data. Maybe images, text, anything, chat with the WhatsApp, whatever, maybe Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, in whatever, maybe social media. Everything is a unstructured data. But our point is what exactly we need to make it create a database. Maybe anything we need to make it is available as a source. Okay, that means what exactly this LLM can able to communicate external sources, fetch the data, communicate with the data, use the data. Based on the data, this data will be summarized. Data will be summarized. It will give the output. Likewise, to this LLM, we can able to integrate with external sources, n number of external sources. Okay. For example, what is my company leave policy? So we need to add external source here. Maybe, for example, I want to come to know what is the current live match cricket score status. So India versus maybe Zimbabwe, whatever maybe, New Zealand. Means what? One more tool, one more source, we going to be added automatically. Maybe it is a sports source, maybe news source, resource source that we calling as a tools. Any source what we calling as a tool might be Tavily, it is a website. Vector DB, whatever the source, we Excel, PDF, everything we gonna be chunking. Tokenization, embedding, and we are storing in the data into the vector database, vector DB. Got it very clearly. Once if it is done, everything is provide the sources, multiple sources. So for example, if you're asked a question like this, okay, what is my company policy? So if this without source, it is generalizing. The hallucination data it will be give. How big is the generalization? If it has ChatGPT, how exactly generalize? But according to your company policy, I'm asking the question is a company policy. Somebody is asking question. One second, please. Where does data be stored for LLM model? No. Naidu, we're not storing anything into the LLM model. We are maintaining our external sources like a vector DB. What is a vector DB? Definitely, we'll gonna be discussing in RAG by using RAG, retrieval augmented generated RAG by using. Definitely we can able to store, we need to maintain, this is our responsibility. We're not updating anything on LLM. We are responsible updating data into the vector DBO. Okay. Okay, let it be continue. Yes, please. So let me ask the questions, come back, let it be continue. So if you're asking what is the company leave policy, my company, it is, this agent is creating by me in my company, not in a general, not a public. Got it. Then LLM model, what will do, please? It will be, it will be communicating into the my source, communicating into the my source, and get the data from the source. Based on the response, based on the response, it will be summarized. It will give output. It will give output. This entire process, what I'm explaining is a RAG, retrieval augmented generation. This entire process we are calling as what? Agent. The whole process is a single agent. This whole process we are calling as what? Single agent. We're calling as what? Agent 1. We're calling as what? Agent 1. Okay. Likewise, multiple agents we can able to create for each and every action. For email sending, one agent. For pickupping, reading Google Sheet, one agent. Sending mail, one agent. Summarizing body text, whatever may be pickupping, one agent. Orchestration, one agent. Okay. Multiple agents we can able to create for each and every action, for each and every action, we can able to create a separate agents also. It is individual agents. So up to here, what we have discussed, please, what is a generative AI? If it is compared with generative AI and agents, so here is no external source. It is a pre-trained. Example is what? Open AI, ChatGPT example. So it is open ChatGPT, it is not picking any source. But as of right now, it is our providing our external source. Based on that, our LM model can able to read the data and optimize the data and give the output. That is what exactly the entire process we calling as what? AI agent. Got it. Sir, what about agentic? Our course is the main agent is what? Agentic AI, am I right? The main course is we are going to be discussing agentic AI. Means, agentic AI means, listen, so a complex tasks, a complex workflow with multiple agents, we calling as agentic flow. We're calling as what? Agentic flow, workflow or complex workflow with multiple agent is nothing but what? Agentic AI. Our course is full stack agentic AI, the engineer. It including so fundamentals from generic AI we need to understand, agents we need to understand, and then finally we're going to be implementing complex workflows, use cases. Okay. For example, let's say I'm going to be explain as yesterday also we have yesterday also explained, but it is a detailed discussion for today. So, so my customer, my user, my user planning to Japan 7 days plan with $3,000. This is what exactly. For that, I do manually, but I want all these things activities onto the automation. So here is what exactly. What is an exactly first? What is an agenda first? We need to web search. If you do manually, understand the use cases, understand the workflow first. Business model we need to understand. Then only we can able to create our automation process with the help of agent. Am I right? What is the flow? What is the workflow first? So we need to first thing is what exactly I mean manual work. Web search flight, which are all the flights are available, which are all the hotels are available on the particular location. So what are the calculation cost? What are the flight cost? What are the hotel? Everything I need to budgeting and scheduling. So which first day exactly mapping, where to, which is the distance, everything I'm going to be scheduling. Am I right? Then reserve the seats and rooms via rooms. Then plan will be executed, handovering and everything into the my customer, my user. But so this use case we can able to automate by helping of our agentic AI complex workflow. For this, which are all the agents we gonna be? First, we need to use first agent name is what? Orchestration. You know very well what is an orchestration? Orchestration means what? Anybody? Anybody? Orchestration means what? Ordering. Ordering, which is first, which is next, it will be order. It's like a manager. First agent will be orchestration of agents. So we have a four specialist. We have a four specialist. What is first one? Research agent. His agent. This agent job is what exactly? Here is what exactly? This job is done by who? Finding flight tickets and hotels, whatever may be. Next is what? Budgeting. Here is what? Budgeting. The cost calculation. This agent will responsible. Cost calculation. Itinerary agent. So scheduling day-to-day maps, Google Maps or whatever may be calendar scheduling. Booking agent. This booking agent will respond reserve seats. So these four agents work parallelly. So on top of these four agents, orchestration agent will manage it. SNA worked with these four agents, parallelly worked and completed. So maybe as we discussed, am I right? Each and every agent is LLM. So we integrate with what LLM. Maybe it is OpenAI, it is my cloud, it might be Gemini, it may be Grok, whatever may be. But these LLMs will, let me write it better way. This LLM will, let me explain detail. This LLM, as we discuss, this LLM connect with external source or not, vector DB or website, Tavily, whatever may be, everything, every LLM connect with what? Different tools. Clear all of you. And work done by each and every agent, and it is storing into the memory. What we have done work, these are all the agent, it will store because of tomorrow we need to reback. So we need to, if it is done the work, it is not. We need to store the information into the context store. So whatever the communication, RAG, retrieval argument process, request and response, external storage, the communication, total communication we have discussed, the total process we calling as a context engineering. We're going to be discussing in depth, don't worry. Got it? But we're going to be do A to A. What is this? A to A, MCP. We have kind of model context protocol. A to A, A to A, A to A means agent to agent communication. Agent to agent communication. Then here is the collaboration happen. The whole work will be collaboration. I'll take the question, please wait. Somebody is asking question. Sir, each agent have a specific data store. Yeah, vector DB separate. Yes, vector DB. For example, Excel, ChromoDB, Fias. Yeah, definitely. We'll discuss. Yeah, make it understand. Please bear with me. Definitely, by let me complete my end. I'll take your all the questions by end. I'll take your all the questions by end. Okay, please bear with me. Fine. Okay. Let it be continued. So then what exactly once if it is collaborate, all the agents communication, then we go for critical agent. Sir, what is in exactly this critical agent? This critical agent will be validate the consolidation of the collaborating of all the agents. It will be validate the planning, maybe budgeting, data, cash, whatever may be. Everything will be validation. Then, so if it is an issue, this loop will be repeated again. Whatever I explained, this is the feedback call, like observability, whatever maybe module we're going to be discussing, that project also we're going to be. So based on observability, data governance, whatever may be, monitoring, Gradle we're going to be using with the help of responsible AI, whatever may be. So it will be feedback loop and again repeated. If it is everything, there is no issue. Say yes to again one more orchestration, we send back to the same thing orchestration, merge all the output into the coherent reply, finally response to the user. Okay, this is what exactly booking tickets. So this is the plan. So scheduling date, where to go, which flight, everything, the detailed plan with the prepare proper document, tickets, everything sent to the customer, my user, my customers. This is one of the example for comprehensive workflow of one of the use cases for agentic care. This complete flow is we calling as what? Agentic care. Okay, so got this very clearly up to this point what we have discussed. So we understand what is generative AI. What is generative AI is reactive, and the agents can act multiple action we calling as agent action the workflow. Got it? Any questions? I pause here up to this point. Do you have any questions, please? You can unmute. You can talk to me also, please. All of you. Any clarification before move forward? What I'm explaining? Yeah, yeah. You can unmute. You can talk to me also. Fine, fine, great. Yeah, Chandu, Chandu. Naidu, very good at. Yeah, let it be continue.
Just
So,
wanted to ask one question. One question.
please, 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 please,
So,
please, louder, please, Arpit.
yeah, yeah. So there are three states which I can see, like shared memory, agent-to-agent communication, and critic
Yes, yes,
agent.
yes, yes.
So once the calculation is done and there is some issue, so we
Mhm.
are repeating some work. So
Yes,
what
that's
things are we exactly repeating from the top, like research budget, these things we are repeating, or from the
but
shared memory
everything,
agent?
everything workflow will
Okay,
repeat it from orchestration agent
okay, from the top.
from the top, but is in between we can able to add human in the loop also.
Mm-hmm.
So not completely. Some maybe if you are asking question, maybe whether you go or not, whether it is budget is okay or this plan is okay or not. We need to budgeting high. Can able to spend this money. Okay, or not 7 days, 8 days. So yes or no question. Maybe it is asking by customer.
Okay,
Human in the loop also this flow. Okay,
okay, thanks.
got it. Okay, fine. Got it. This is what exactly the flow. So, but coming into this projects and course. So, what exactly this? Totally, I'm planning for 14 models. Totally, 14 models we're gonna be. The first model, the first model, Python. What is the prerequisition? The prerequisition is Python. Basic Python is required. Who don't know already, very good. Okay. Who don't know also very good, who knows also very good, because of I'm going to be covering these are all the fundamentals before start the course. Definitely I'm going to be discuss with these are all the core basics. For example, let's say we should understand definitely. Okay. Let me one second. Okay, core basic things we're going to be discussing. Okay, like variable, data types, conditional statement, loops, reusable functions, very data structures like including indexing, like sets, triples, whatever may be, data structures we're gonna be, and file handling, how to handle files, how to read a file, how to handle a PDF document, how to read Excel, how to read JSON files, NumPy, arrays in the NumPy arrays we're gonna be discussing. Okay, basic numerical operation, pandas, data visualization tools, which are all the tools like a Jupyter. Mostly we are gonna be I'm gonna be explaining Jupyter, and project will be do Visual Studio Code, Jupyter Visual Studio Code. So we're gonna be using packages by using pip we're gonna be installing, managing virtual environment. Maybe we are using some tools, AWS cloud also. Got it. Okay. So these are all things we're gonna be discussing first. Guys, please already somebody experienced students already come to sir. I already have a Python. I have already good it in Python. What we need to do? Please bear with me. First 5 to 6 classes. Cope up with. So please be cope up with refresh your Python basics, and it will help you to move forward in advanced level projects. But who don't know Python, these basics will be help them. Okay, I need to manage freshers and professional experience students also. That's what I need to discuss this fundamentals we need to brush up. Am I discussing all whole full Python programming? No. So which are all the things is required to our program, Agentic AI full Agentic engineering engineer program, which are all the needed. Those things only I'm going to be discussing. It is not cover full Python program. Okay. But if you need, definitely I will giving a so previous recording session you can able to follow parallelly. But for first week, first to 8 to 9 classes, I'm going to be spending with Python basics and fundamentals. These are all very important. But once if it is understand, then we move forwarding into the understanding ML fundamentals. Like, so what is the difference between AL, ML, DL, NLP, natural language process? What is NLP? What is the different types of DL like NLP, ANN, computer vision, NLP, different, what exactly NLP, different types of NLPs, whatever may be. Okay. So evolution from the rule-based system to agentic AI. So as we discussed in the beginning, discriminative AI to the generative AI, generative AI to the agentic AI. The flow I will be completely make it as understand practically with the projects. But and in by while understanding this, we need to understand the very basics. What is the token? How to chunking? how to upload, for example, any PDF. We need to chunking, we need to tokenization, stumping, like limitation. Some techniques we're gonna be using to to properly we're gonna be tokenization. And what about context window? What is we discussed already? Whatever we have discussed, agent. Okay. For example, let's say as we discuss this, the entire flow, request and response, this entire flow we calling is what? Context window. So understanding of embedding and what is a vector representations, vector DB, chromo DB, so types of embedding, generic embedding or positional embedding, attention mechanism, transformer architecture. In transformer architecture, we have a encoder and decoder. What is in exactly? Which are all the stages we have in transformer architecture, in decoder encoder. Okay. So understanding of frameworks, models like LLM models. This model, how exactly we can able to framing by helping of chains model like a long chain, long graph, long Smith, long fuse. So where exactly we're using long chain, graph, Smith, long fuse. Okay, we're gonna be complete understanding first. So this is things where exactly generative AI fundamental, generative AI fundamental. This fundamental is very helping you definitely. Why? Because why I'm discussing, because if directly we enable agentic AI, definitely we can. But maybe interviewer may ask you question in traditional way. Maybe one or two question ask me in asking traditional AI also and generative AI also. That's what we discussing these fundamentals. Then only we forwarding agentic AI. Got it very clearly. What is while you are implementing uh, what is a k value, what is a q value, what is a v value, how exactly we're gonna be using this definitely. So what is the mathematical things, cosine, and we're gonna be discussing about. Fine. Please wait. Let me have a sip of water. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Please continue. Understood. This is what exactly. Then, so we're gonna be start totally. These are all the models. Please be go through this. I've already shared. I'm gonna be share the link. You can able to find the course content. The finally we're gonna be landing into the project. Totally, we're gonna be discussing about 4 projects. So project one, project two, project three, project four. These are all the projects we're gonna be implementing. Okay. These 5 projects, whatever I'm gonna be discussing, this 5 project enough. So by helping of this 5 project, you'll cover all the use cases. Means, so in each and every use case, it will it will be it will be useful to implement real time use cases. If you done any, if you done, for example, let's say, for example, let's say a graph rack. If you done is a chatbot, if you do complete this kind of project, we can do any chat, any company, for example, not only your company can go for any chatbot any use case you can able to with the help of this project. But I'm doing not only 5 project, I'm guiding you one more 5. Totally it is 10 project you're gonna be complete. Once if it is complete, so create your portfolio project, then definitely help you. Got it. Yeah. So before move forward, any questions? Any questions, please?
Do you have a breakdown on the rough timeline for each of the modules? Like how long can I?
Naresh, it's not a specific model wise we're not discussing. It is a project based, Naresh. So our target is project based. Okay, it's not like like a model wise. So based on the projects, I will cover the models. So this course is project based. I'll teach you through with projects only. Got it. So I think whatever the model I'm delivering, it is more than that content we're going to be delivering. That is what exactly uh, timeline. But so first basics after completing a Python first 8 to 5 classes, then we'll go for fundamental. Then directly we go for models. So with examples of one project, along with how exactly we can able to implement all the models will be covered. That is what exactly way I'm going to be teach you. So previously, the way of interview, way of industry, software industry is different. Now, right now, it is completely is going to be changed. How much experience you have doesn't matter. Even if you have 18 years of experience, whether you are an architect in Java, .NET, Python, not required. Okay, whether you are curious to do implement projects, whether you're curious to learn or not, so that is the matter here, right? Okay, so that's what. So we are more focused on project based. Okay, so the timeline, if you ask me, so after completing of Python, maybe it will take 10 to 20 days for Python basics and fundamental. Then we'll go for agentic AI. Totally, it will take around 2.5 months to 3 months. It will take. Yeah, Naresh, got it.
Okay, okay, sounds good.
Still any questions? Still before move forward?
So what about the resources, like whatever we are doing this
1 second.
practically.
Let me check my. Let me check my. Let me check my. Let me check my loudspeaker. It voice is very slow. Please wait. My problem with mic. Please wait. Yeah, please continue question,
Okay.
please.
So what about the assets, like resources? So we would be creating these projects, and
Uh,
uh, what things we are using, like are we developing these all locally in our systems, because these are heavy things? What will be
so
infrastructure?
yeah,
Infrastructure, yeah.
we are developing means what? Developing, writing a Python code by using Python, we can able to develop in your Visual Studio Code.
Okay.
Okay, by using different kinds of resources, like different kinds of component, like model LLM models, like a free source or paid versions we're gonna be using, like importing libraries like Python, like NumPys or whatever maybe resources we're gonna be using, like vector db we're going to be using no neo4j database we're going to be installing in locally, and a lot
Mm-hmm.
of things we're going to be resources. So don't worry, I'll make you understand everything project based, and a lot of resources we're going to be using, but which is important, which is not important, that is my job here. Okay, so if you go for research in Google or explore a lot, and a lot of the confusion happen, but I make it to cut down which is important, which is not important. I will make it save you time. That is what exactly this costs. Okay, if you join, that's what you're paying fee here. So to make it smoothen to what is the right path I'm going to make it, which is which are all the tool wise, maybe model wise, maybe framework, LangChain, maybe LangChain framework. It is a framework. Maybe Hugging Face, like a GitHub, very well GitHub project. We have same way Hugging Face. By using Hugging Face, we can able to get a free LLM models. Okay,
Mm.
then after that, that model how exactly framing by using long chain models, long chain, if it is single agent, if it is multi-agent, long graph, maybe. It's like like a tools, like how exactly resources like a vector DB, Chroma DB. So how exactly, maybe as we new 4J database, whatever name. Okay. So that's what.
So what is the system requirements, like bare minimum requirements?
Bare minimum requirement, minimum 16 GB is enough.
Okay.
Even if you go for 64 GB RAM, also not sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So for practice, for building a project, the 16 GB is minimum. Maybe i7 15 fourth generation, Windows or Mac, it's okay. Go for it for your practice. But really, if you want to run LLM models in your laptop, no, we can't. But for
Mm.
example, let's say if you want to do that, I'm suggesting you to go for NVIDIA providing something called, sorry, 1 second. Mm, okay. 1 second, 1 second. One second. GR GRX something GRX. I forget actually. SparkX GXT. Okay. So this is what exactly. It's like a modem, Wi-Fi modem,
Mm-hmm.
that much size of this. It is a local modem, local thing only. NVIDIA offering this, we can able to get this. We can buy it. Okay, by using this, we can able to do what local deployment also. We can, for example, we develop, we test it. We need to verify locally before moving it to the production. We can use this dev environment as a dev environment. This DGX Spark compute, RAM, whatever may be. So once if it is everything is final, then we moving into the cloud. So directly, if it is deploying onto the cloud, maybe it is a cost effective. That's what before moving into the cloud, definitely we can able to develop and deploy and verifying in the local model. It is like
Mm-hmm.
LLM that we can run it in locally also, but your laptop is not supported.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Got it. NVIDIA is supporting for dev environment. It's simply calling as a dev environment. For the dev environment, we may use this. But practice, 16 GB is enough.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
And i5 7, it's okay. But if it is 32 GB is fine. If you can able to afford. Sir, I have already 8 GB. Yeah, continue. There is no need to buy a new laptop. Whatever the configuration you have, please be continue to that. No need to buy a new laptop. But if you are buying a new laptop, you're willing to buy a new laptop right now, then go for 32 GB. Like internally GPU also RTX 4050.
Mm-hmm.
If it is buying a new laptop, or else without graphic also not required for practice.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. Any questions remaining? Please, you can. Yeah, Harsha, Kumar, Naresh, Prasad, Ram, Ramesh, Sandeep. Yeah, this session is amazing, am I right? Today we understand a little bit basics. Okay. So slowly we are increasing criticality. We understand. I'll make you understand more technicality by tomorrow onwards. Don't worry. The complete discussion about projects. So individual projects also we're going to be discussing how exactly the workflows, what are the difference, how if you are a developer, maybe ask, sir, I'm a developer, Java developer. Can I replace with AI? Definitely, yes. Make sure about definitely you can replace. Maybe I'm a tester, can able to replace? Definitely you can. Maybe right now we heard about maybe Oracle, 30,000 employees are waived off. Microsoft is waiving. They're investing amount into the AI data centers and AI models. But industry is evaluation into the AI, but everybody's AI is must. It is an optional. Okay, AI is not an optional thing. Everybody, you and me and everybody is learning. You should be upgrade the skill. Even if you are any IT guy, if you any normal, even non-technical person also should be learn. Even for example, you are a salesman. Definitely you should learn AI. There is an option for them also. Maybe you are healthcare, maybe you are handling healthcare, maybe you are definitely you need to understand what is an age and what are the work. Definitely. Okay. So even not only for IT industry, it is affecting every industry, healthcare, manufacturing, e-commerce, everywhere in OEM model, OEM or manufacturing, SaaS kind of application, everywhere. Okay, my suggestion is please be upgrade AI.